Greetings, Patriots, Starseeds, Lightworkers, and of course our very brave military and galactic brothers and sisters fighting daily to protect our Constitution and our freedoms. Welcome to 1776 United, and we're in a worldwide and galactic revolution, and I'm Alex West. So, now, the first shockwave just hit. The systems can't absorb it, which is the cabal system, and their federal servers went dark. QFS is up and running 100% sync, now gold back on every credit. Ohio GPS scandal explodes, arrests sealed, Dow is frozen at 11,111. The reset is live. You won't hear this on mainstream media. And of course not. So, from fake politicians to Hollywood-style inaugurations, you've been watching a script movie while the real war for your mind rages behind the scenes. It's a war for humanity's future. And that it is. I mean, anybody that's been awake has seen this unfold for some years now. The bombshell, the number one bombshell they fear the most is Tucker Carlson unmasked the Fed, and which is, you know, he's a real thorn in their side right now because he has so many followers. And I recommend everybody, you know, get onto his podcast, follow him, support him, because he's one of our patriots that is the tip of the spear. The unmask, and Tucker Carlson is unmasking the Fed, the CIA, and the war profiteers running the world's biggest con game. Banks create money out of nothing, manipulate economies, and the shit show goes on, right? They start wars, they destroy freedom, and they've been doing it for centuries. Forget what you think, what you know about the Federal Reserve, the central banks, and their hang on, I got to break through all these different pages. It's just a little bit of reading on each one. Their banks, the mission is to keep the economy unstable. The truth is darker, dirtier, and more dangerous than anyone in power wants you to understand. And I can just imagine what they have been hiding from us. The Fed, the banking cartel, the endless wars, the covert CIA operations are part of their same, is part of the same machine. The machine designed to crush the middle class, manufacture crisis, and concentrate power to the hands of the select few. Now, we're at Code Red. You are watching a movie. The global script shows is collapsing. It was never political. It was a psyop war for your mind, and I concur totally from that. I've been saying that for years. From fake politicians to Hollywood-style inaugurations, you've been watching a scripted movie while the real war for your mind rages behind the scenes. It's a war for humanity's future. Now, for decades, we've been told we live in a democracy. That's what we see on TV is real politics, real government, but it's not. Every major event, every historic moment is a pre-written and executed like a blockbuster movie designed to keep you asleep. Yeah, and we must wake up. We must start waking up. The operation was designed to fool the masses, while a handful of awake people could spot the patterns and contradictions in speeches, impossible coincidences, staged photo ops that felt off. The political reality has always been a movie. A careful, scripted, psychological operation to control your thoughts and minds. And it was only the very, very few that could see through this facade that was constantly attacking people's minds. And there was a lot of people that just fell into it. For decades, the CIA operations Mockingbird control mainstream media was worldwide. Your entire world view was scripted, repeated thousands of times until you believed it was the truth. And a lot of people fell into this, right? They told you what to think, what to fear, who to love, who to hate. Your entire life was a TV show you didn't know you were in. Yeah, no kidding. We got to break through all this. We have to realize that, it's all coming to an end. But the people that have been asleep and are still brainwashed, they're going to be really, sucking a hind tit of a pig here when this is all over. In January 2021, millions watched Joe Biden's inauguration live. The sun shone brightly on camera. Yet officials' weather archives show that it was cloudy that day. People standing 6 feet tall, casting 10-foot shadows at noon. The math doesn't lie, and it just, things wasn't adding up. Now, people that were looking could see this. This was not reality. It was a studio production broadcast as history, and it wasn't even broadcasted in Washington, D.C. Castle Rock was the actual studios in Hollywood, which they had a White House made up there. A Secret Service insider reportedly admitted that inauguration was not filmed in D.C. It was filmed at Castle Rock Studios in Culver City, California, a Hollywood set built to replicate the White House. Your commander-in-chief was a staged actor on a fake set. Lordy, lordy, eh? Surprise, surprise. Glitches, fake scenes, CGI hands and camera errors. The girls in pink who disappeared between the camera angles. Biden's hand phasing through a microphone during the press events. A clear CGI mistake. But, they let it go anyways, thinking that you wouldn't pick up on it. You wouldn't see it. A funeral cannon salute at his so-called inauguration instead of the traditional presidential salute. The production was sloppy because they thought that you would never notice. This is all the telltale signs now that is being laid out, is being slowly, exposed, so people can wake up upon their, on their own time. 330 plus million minds were being programmed and deprogrammed with information, perception, and psychological control. The puppets you see are distractions, while the real battle is fought behind the curtain for the control of humanity's future. How you remove traitors embedded in every branch of power without triggering a civil war. You create and control the movie. Step by step, awakening process to guide people from behind and blind trust into the system to realization that it's the truth. This movie is the only thing standing between the order and full-scale chaos. Yeah. Q warned us, you cannot tell the people the truth. You must show them. The full truth would have shattered reality overnight. Billions of people would have gone mentally, would have gone mental and had mental breakdowns. I mean, that is the weakness of the reality of the minds that we behold today. It's only a very, very few of us, the patriots, Starseeds light workers, that can see through all the bullshit. They would have had mental breakdowns, realizing they were living a total lie. Instead, the awakening had to be staged, slow enough for masses to digest, and brutal enough for the event to force action. Now, executive orders 13818 and 13848. The military holds the Trump card. These orders, signed quietly, gave the U.S. military's legal authority to seize assets of foreign and domestic traders, prosecute elections interference, and take over the mass media if necessary. Trump's central casting clue was hidden in plain sight. Trump repeatedly in his phrases endlessly said straight out, this is central casting. He said it many times. Central Casting is a Hollywood agency that supplies background actors, what if many politician experts and victims on the news are literally paid actors playing roles in the global script. Biden's body doubles, different faces, different behaviors. Sometimes his earlobe was attached, sometimes it was not. One Biden whispered like a child, another walked stiff like a robot. Multiple doubles, mass stand-ins. The real Biden was not the one you were watching. Refused the script, and if they refused the script, they ended up at Gitmo. Michael Propmeers revealed it was clear bad actors in a lot of cases who refused to follow the script, who wouldn't cooperate with the silent operation, were eliminated immediately. Gitmo Garden Fertilizer, their fate for betraying humanity. Yeah, and good on them. Let them eat their own fertilizer. It's not just Biden. This is global. Countless celebrities. Okay, got a few minutes left here. Countless celebrities, politicians, even media anchors have been replaced, cloned, or masked. We've seen visions or versions of 2.0s everywhere. Not everything you see on TV is real, and take that for face value. None of it, and especially the social media programming right now is not. A lot of it is not real. Okay, so not everything you see is real on TV. The truth is only emerging now because the population is finally ready to see it. Thank God. You know, us patriots have been suffering so long. And we're going to move on to the money very, very shortly. I'm going to do that on my next video. We're going to get into the money end of it. But I just wanted to, basically place this out for everybody to understand that this whole thing has been a movie, and they're starting to, expose everything now that everybody, I guess humanity, the sleepers, the NPCs, and everybody else, it's finally prepared to wake up and smell the roses. Anyways, my time is up, and we'll see you on the next one.